This is it. The Samurai NSF100, where it's absolutely die hard. And let's see what's going to happen. All the same bike.
We got a replay coming up. Let's see. Oh, who's that? Okay, that is... Yeah, that's Aston Nesbitt on Grant Ferrex. Gives him a nudge. You can see Grant just looks back going, yo, or something like that. You know what I mean? But again, Ferrex is a motocross rider. They're used to that. I mean, it's the only way. What do you do? When you want to overtake, you use the other riders of burb. I mean, that's just standard issue, really.
I think at that moment it was, am I back on the dirt? No, it's still tar. Okay.
You can see he wanted to put his foot out there for a second and then ride a rut or something.
But definitely one to keep an eye out for. But the NSF 100s, my favorite category to watch between the NSF 100s and the NSF 150s. These guys are really put on. The youngsters that really give it the absolute all. And finishing up the day's racing with them is going to be absolutely spectacular. All the same bikes. All prepared by the same guy.
Yeah, and young Neil Harron from Samra, he prepares all these machines. They look after all them. They maintain all of them. They then load them all on a big trailer, haul them all out to every single round. And then again, it's pick a key out of a hat, and that is the bike you're racing. So, yeah, we look over here down the grid. That is Oro Pire talking to his dad. You can see him in the multicolored leathers and the red helmet, number 26. On third on the grid is Tyler Richardson, number 20. There we got number 41, Jason from Bradar. Remember, he was leading the first race before he had a fall. And then, I had to catch up from the back of the grid in Heat 2 to finish fourth. And 13 is number Ryan van Niekerk. We saw him on the 65 earlier, and they're off. Another great start there from Oro Pire. Oro Pire is just like an unstoppable force. I've been comparing him to Casey Stoner. I don't know if you remember back in the day. Stoner would lead with Valentino Rossi and Lorenzo and everyone behind, breathing down his shoulders. And he was just like a brick wall. I mean, nothing got past him, nothing penetrated him. You couldn't pressurize him, you couldn't do anything. He just carried on, and that is what Oro Pire has been today.
Absolutely got the pace there and managing to keep going as each of these little riders are doing everything they can, pushing it absolutely to the limit and just trying to find their rhythm on the circuit. It is getting a bit colder out on the track there, so they got to think about that. The wind has died down a fraction, not a hell of a lot. So these guys are really doing everything they can leading into it. With only 6 laps of the race, it's anyone's guess who it can be, but Oro Pire feeling the pressure though and having to really go defensive to try and hold that first place position as they battle around heading into the final bend. You can see taking every defensive line as possible to just keep on going.
So yeah, we got a 4-way line for the lead led by Oro Pire. Has been standard issue, and standard issue behind him is Ryan van Niekerk, who's got to desperately figure out a way past. Further back, we have Tyler Richardson again in third place, but this time he's got Jason from Radar behind him for company. Remember the first heat, Jason from Radar was leading. He had a fall, ended up finishing at the back of the grid, had to start at the back of the grid for Heat 2, managed to catch up to fourth, and now he is right there behind the leaders. Let's see what Jason can do.
I think it's going to be very difficult, but as you could see, Van Niekerk going and trying to put a little bit of pressure on Jason, also trying to get pressure on third. Might look for the inside, does, but unfortunately has the door firmly closed on him. Going to have to take a little bit of a fall back, get into the slipstream and get towed along. I mean, momentum is the main thing. It's absolutely key on these bikes. Van Niekerk looking to go inside again. Oro Pire going and saying, never again. I'm going to close that door as hard as it's possible, and really making an absolute effort to try and do it. Still leading out the grid. Jason looking to get into the toe, tucking his head down, trying to get his way through. But the guys are really working as hard as they can. Van Niekerk once again going on the attack as they battle their way around. Got a nice little battle right at the back here.
See, there's a dice for third is going on. I think that's Van Bradar going up the inside of Tyler Richardson. Yes, it is indeed. That is Van Bradar. At the very corner he crashed in Heat 1, showing no fear whatsoever, making a comeback. So that is it. We have Van Bradar is up to third place. Let's see what he can do with it. Can he close in on the 2 leaders in front of him? Oh, very, very sideways, going into the last of the left-handers. from Bradar. But again, unfazed, he's still on it.
I think at this point it's the red mist that's come down and he's on a charge. Orapiwe going and still holding that first place. And you can see Van Niekerk trying everything. Keeps looking to the inside line, trying to see whether he's close enough to put his nose in there. Takes a very tight line into this final bend and keeps having the door closed on him. What he actually needs to do is try and get a little bit wider out of the corner, the second last corner, to get the drive going into the first corner. That's where Orapiwe just seems to get that bit of momentum. But what needs to be done is he needs to watch that line, see what's happening, follow it through, and he will gain that extra bit of momentum. I do think Van Niekerk could be able to get past. But here comes Jason, though, out of nowhere.
On cue, fastest lap of the race. And he is right up there. Now, Ryan Van Niekerk has spent the whole 3 heats trying to figure out how to get past Arapiwe. He's going to have to start concentrating behind him because there is a Van Bradar there.
I think this is where it's going to get very, very interesting. I think Van Niekerk is going to keep pressuring Fire, and now Jason is going to look to see any little gap possible. He's going to put his bike in there and is actually going to force Van Niekerk wide. Looks at the inside line. As you can see, tries to take a tie. Van Niekerk goes very defensive. But look, Jason taking the more wider line, carrying that bit more momentum, which might actually help him getting onto the straight here.
He was trying to get up the inside there going into that last corner unsuccessfully, but he was sniffing around.
The guys are definitely working as hard as they can.
Now, Jason from Bradar was on a mini motor with no gears. He then got an NSF, which has got gears and things. And here we go. Jason from Bradar once again up the inside, up to second place. Ryan Van Niekerk looks like he lost some grounds to Orapiwe going onto that back straight. So obviously, Jason from Bradar capitalizing on that. Now let's see if the wall that is Orapiwe can be broken. Let's go and see. He's just been unwavering this whole entire time. No matter who's breathing behind him, no mistakes whatsoever. Let's see what Jason can do against that.
Well, Jason's having to battle his way around, and Van Niekerk still chasing him down there, trying to breathe down his neck. Losing a bit of momentum, though, and Van Niekerk completely out of it. Lost too much time.
Yeah, Van Niekerk really just went right back. 1 lap to go. Let's see what Jason from Bradar can do.
Jason's going to have to really push it here to try and get past Fire. Fire has been unwavering, as you keep saying, and let's see if he'll be able to carry on holding it.
Who's missing there? There's a yellow flag being waved. Is that Jason from Bradar?
I think it's Jason that's come off because that looks like Van Niekerk.
Yeah, it's Van Niekerk. It's Van Niekerk that's there in second now. Jason from Bradar is missing. And there's a... Yeah, but we can't see it from here because there's a trees. It's over there somewhere. There's a yellow flag being waved. Oh, that is such a pity. He was doing so well to catch up. But again,
well, this is it. Final couple of corners. Van Niekerk looking to try and capitalize. He has to take a do-or-die maneuver. Looks to try to go on the inside. Unfortunately, not close enough to do so. Only 3 more corners left. Can he carry the momentum through? 1 corner left. Orapiwe managing to hold it, though. Gets defensive. Coming down to a drag race. Orapiwe taking first place. Followed by Van Niekerk in second place. Absolutely incredible riding from these youngsters. But unfortunately, Jason losing out a bit of time there. So unfortunately, Jason not having a good run today. But you can be sure the next race he's going to be in and going to give it his absolute all. These youngsters really put on a fantastic show. The Samra NSF100s doing what they do best, finishing off on an absolute high with some of the closest racing you will see in motorcycle racing in South Africa.
Just looking further down the grid, so Orapiwe, fantastic from him. 3 for 3 for Orapiwe, well done. Ryan Van Niekerk put in a heck of a show. He's in second place again. Tyler Richardson in third. Then it is Caden Robertson, Jonas Maloka, Marco Bernarda, Nicholas Davies. We're stopping there. There's somebody there. That's Orapiwe. It looks like his bike has stopped. Oh, okay. He stalled his bike. Got it going again. Good man. 7th is Nicholas Davies. 8th is Mitch Mortensen. Then it's Xander Bernarde. Keanu Esteves, Josh Van Rooyen, then Jason from Badar down in 12th place. I think he got going again. Troy Tonkin, the newcomer, in 13th place. Then Gianluca Del Grossa, I can't see the rest of this, is down in 14th place. So yeah, a pity there for Jason from Badar. I mean, he had the pace. Sadly, made a bit of a mistake here somewhere. But again, it's a learning curve. It's what they do. It's why the kids are racing here. Let them make these mistakes here on the little NSFs. And then one day when they're, for example, riding a MotoGP bike, their lessons can go with them.
The Rad KTM shop in Santon offers a total range of KTM bikes, services and accessories. At Rad KTM we have experienced technicians and mechanics to give you peace of mind on your ride. We stock all official KTM power parts and accessories. Our showroom offers the full range of new and pre-loved KTM bikes. An extensive range of accessories and riding gear is available from the Bike King store on our premises. Please visit us for all your biking needs.